Wow, that really went well for us. Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Foxtail Digital coming to you again with Black Girl Stocks, and this is going to be a weekly update of what's been going on overall in the market, and then also with the trades that we are watching this week from the top 3 options. You guys said that you wanted more updated videos, so I'm not 100% where I'm going to take this. Let's just try it out. But first, if this is your first time watching this video, please make sure you click that thumbs up button. Really helps the channel. Also subscribe, click that notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video for you guys. So one of the big topics going on with stock news worldwide is the Evergrande debt situation. So this is one of the biggest property development companies in China. It's huge, and they have a tax debt of $300 billion. So they took out a $300 billion loan, and now they have to pay taxes on that debt. And they're supposed to be paying that by the 23rd. So that's this Thursday. And if it's not taken care of, it can really cause disaster in the world market because real estate is so big in China. China's the second biggest economy in the world. So obviously if they have issues over there, it's going to affect everybody. So there's been a lot of fear going on with that. You see a lot of people liquidating assets, just kind of waiting to see what's, going to come from that. And then also what's going on, the Fed situation. I know they're supposed to be having some talks today. Evergrande did say they're going to take care of their debts, honey. Don't worry about it. So we'll just kind of see what happens with that. All right. But as far as the stocks that we were actually talking about, okay, so we were looking at FedEx for their earnings announcements, and we were going to do a spread play. So I believe I said a possible credit spread because overall we were in a downtrend before the earnings. They didn't really have a lot going on in the news. One of the biggest things that they said was they were going to hire 90,000 people for this this upcoming holiday season. So that's a lot of money. It's a lot of people. We wanted to do spread plays to take advantage of the volatility crush that you usually see after earnings. It closed at 252 on Tuesday, and then right when we had our earnings announcements, it literally plummeted. Opened at 237 this morning, so this is Wednesday, and now it's dropping even more. It hit a low of 228, so they had an earnings loss. So they were expecting to get an earnings of $4.96, and it's actually $4.37. So that was definitely an earning loss, very lackluster. So they definitely dropped. So if you guys got in on that play, that would definitely have been profitable. Management says that this was caused by an increase in internal cost, higher wages, shortage of workers, and then also disruptions in their supply chain. And that definitely slowed down not only just FedEx, but the US domestic parcel demands. Yeah. The next was the LEU play, and this is Centrus Energy. We were pretty bearish when we were looking at it. So we were looking at it at $36. You see that it did drop down to 31 on Monday, but it has rebounded again. So it's come back up to about $35 today. We'll kind of see what happens with that one. Only news, and I don't know 100% if this would affect this, but I know that New York just passed a clean energy bill. So they're going to be doing something with clean energy. So long term, this might, do well for this sector. This was one of the top trading sectors this month in the uranium sector. The market overall rebounded upwards on Tuesday. If it starts to test that moving average. So you'll see here before, definitely when we were in our downtrend, it'll kind of use that moving average as resistance. And then once we break above that, we'll see if it starts to use it as support and, just kind of bring it upwards. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. Really strong uptrend. It's taking a little bit of a hit, but it looks like it could continue on that upwards trend going forward. So really, we'll just kind of see what happens. It's still trading above the center MACD line. So even with that dip, it didn't cross below that. That's a pretty good indication that it could continue going upwards. So RSI is looking it's a little bit low, so it has room to move up too. So like I said, I was bearish on it, just kind of looking for a quick price change or a correction from this uptrend, and it looks like it did that and it's finished. So it could continue going back up. Let's see what happens. Now for me, I would want to see it continue above $36, and that would show to me that it's continuing on that uptrend, but this could be a formation of a new downtrend. So let's see what happens going into the remainder of the week. So if it keeps up on this trend, it could continue upwards, but if it kind of starts to drop down a little bit, that could be an indication of a downtrend forming. And then lastly was Snap. Okay, so we were fairly bullish to neutral on this. Wow, so this is definitely doing very well. I think we talked about Snap when it was $74 and it's jumped up to $78.47. Now, we were talking about it trading in between the zone, and we definitely had some resistance at the 79. So it was trading in between the 69, you know, that 69 and fine, and 75 zone. It literally has passed that resistance at 75, and it's looking like it could continue going upwards. So let's just see what happens with this. It's had some really good bullish movement Monday, during after hours, and today. So let's zoom in a little bit closer. You see that it's definitely had a lot of good movement. It's really moving today. You know, we'll see. It, like I said, it did break above that previous resistance point, so that could be a good sign that it's continuing in this upward trend. So if you did have an iron condor, and let's say you had your credit up here, so you had your credit spread up here, what you could do is you could close out of the credit spread and just leave your put spread open and then just continue making money with that. It depends on your broker though. Some brokers don't let you exit out of trades when you're in verticals or condors and things like that. So just be mindful of that. But this is very interesting to see that it has broken above our resistance zone. So that's a really good sign for upward momentum with Snap. And then we were talking about Snap. They had their new, what is that, revamp game coming out. So I mean, hey, it's looking pretty cute for Snap. So yeah, that's pretty much just an update on the stocks that we were looking at for this week from the top 3 option plays. So it looks like it's going pretty well, and we'll just kind of see what happens after Feds give their information that they're going to give out later today. Hey, I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you. All right.